Hello everyone. We're gonna talk about the last part of our unit, which is writing emails to apologize. You're gonna find what I'm talking about, page 64. We have two parts of this lesson. The first part is that you have to decide if a phrase is formal or informal. Is it written in the formal form or the informal form? The second part is using in, at, and on with time expressions. You have to know when to use each one of them, how to use them, with what words to use them. So we're going to start with the first part, which is you have to decide if a phrase is informal or formal. You're going to find this specific table, page 64, to the left down. We have informal apology, formal apology. We're writing emails to apologize, so we're gonna focus on the apology part. In an informal form, we say I'm sorry, but in a formal form, we say I very much regret أنا أندم. I am sorry, but meets I very much regret. Second phrase is I'm ever so sorry, but. Okay, I just want to state something before continuing. All of these apologies here are 80% mean the same. They have the same meaning, but the way of putting the words together is different. So, I'm ever so sorry, but I apologize for. أنا أعتذر عن. I feel awful because. I feel awful, I feel guilty, I don't feel well. I feel awful because I am extremely embarrassed about. I am extremely embarrassed. Embarrassed means محرج. I am extremely embarrassed about. It's all my fault. Fault means ذنب. It's all my fault يعني كل ذنبي. It's all my fault means I accept full responsibility of. Full responsibility. If you do something wrong, you accept full responsibility of it. I accept full responsibility for not doing my homework. Okay? The last phrase is I don't know what to say except that. I ran out of words. I have nothing good. I don't know what to say except that means once again, please accept my apologies for. This usually comes in the end of in the last part of an apology email. What do you have to do? For example, in the exams, I will get you phrases and you'll have to decide if this phrase is formal or informal. For example, I accept full responsibility of is a formal apology. I'm ever so sorry, but is an informal apology. This is how you should know how to handle them. Another thing, I'm not quite sure that I'm gonna get you this, but we can turn sentences from the formal form to the informal form and vice versa. If we say, I feel awful because I broke your favorite mug. I feel awful because. This is this part. It turns into I am extremely embarrassed because I broke your favorite mug. This is the informal way of apologizing. This is the formal way of apologizing. Okay, the second part, this is the most important part, honestly, is using in, at, and on with time expressions. We have in, at, on. I'm gonna list the reasons of using them, and you're gonna use them by yourself. In, we use it to talk about parts of day, in the morning, in the afternoon. Seasons, in summer, in winter. Months, in January, in March. Years, in 1988 or in 2020. At, clock times. We use it to talk about time at 7 a.m., at 8:30, at 4:30. Festivals and holidays. At the festival, at Ramadan, at Al-Eid. Festivals or holidays. The weekend night, literally, we use them with the weekend night. At the weekend at night. I can't go out at the weekend. I can't go out at night. On, we use it with days of the week, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, or dates on 17th of July, on 1st of April. You have to memorize the schedule really well because we're gonna see why now. How about you pause for a second, just stare at the schedule for a while, and then we're gonna solve the exercise, page 64, okay? Exercise 2, page 64, that says complete the sentences with the correct preposition. Prepositions are in, at, and on. They're called prepositions. The weather is very cold. Winter. Keep the schedule by your side. Winter is a season, so we use in winter. So we don't tend to go out. Night and weekend, we use the same preposition, at night. This is exactly how you solve. Number 2. Their last family celebration started 9 o'clock. What do we use with times? At 9 o'clock. The evening, what do we use with times of days? In the evening, what do we use with days? On Saturday and finished. Midday. Midday means afternoon somehow. At midday. Again, Sunday, on Sunday. So, their last family celebration started at 9 o'clock in the evening on Saturday and finished at midday on Saturday. On Sunday, I'm sorry. Number 3, I'm sorry, the numbering is wrong here. The weekend. What do we use with the weekend? We use the same thing we use with at night, which is at. At the weekend, we usually have lunch. Again, a time at 3 o'clock. The afternoon is a time of day. In the afternoon. They last went to a party. Month. What do we use with months? In December last year, because we use in with months. She was born. What do we use with dates? She was born on 14th September 1923 and got married in July 1946. She died in, again, 2009. Okay, this is extremely easy. Pay attention here that this is a full date. This is a time where something specific happened on, but she got married in July 1946 and in 2009. Years. What we use with years, we don't use with dates. Your homework is question 1 and 3, page 57 on your workbook. I will be providing all ideal answers on our links soon. Thank you so much for listening.